Hi guys dan selamat kembali ke Studio Sembang bersama saya Amy. In the studio this week we have the one and only terpaling requested selama ni, Aina Abdul. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Amelia.
Terima kasih sebab meluangkan masa, even though I know that you are one of the busiest people kat dalam industri tanah air. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for inviting me. Aina, memang I've been waiting for this
Really?
call. Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been manifesting on it. You know, I tengok show ni and I was like, Amelia tak nak jemput Aina ke?
Okay sis, di sebalik tabir, I selalu rasa segan bila nak jemput orang for Studio Sembang. And kita tak pernah properly terserempak dekat mana-mana
yeah.
because kita punya dunia is like, walaupun dia sangat parallel, dia lain lah. Amy lebih kepada lakonan and Aina penyanyi, which means that I memang takkan ada sebab lah untuk ada dekat tempat-tempat penyanyi tu because I'm not a singer. So we've never properly met before, and so I macam segan sikit nak invite you because I was like, this is like Aina Abdul, you know, like you can't just like invite tau. You can macam, so I was like, how do we do it? And then I told my brother that I think you are like one of my dream guests.
Oh,
and he was like,
thank
I'm
you.
gonna try. And I was like, if you can make this happen, I will be the happiest ever. And we did. So
Yay.
I'm happy we made it work. So, jom kita start dengan soalan yang kita selalu mulakan kita punya Studio Sembang session with, which is, how was your childhood?
My childhood, it's actually basic, simple. It's just that childhood Aina actually quite macam nak cakap different from other siblings. Sebab adik-beradik lain jenis yang in the education line. My mom, she was a teacher. My sister pun cikgu. My brother is in accountant line. My sister is a writer. My other brother is dia macam buat kerja-kerja, you know, construction. So I'm the only one in the family who happens to love music. But I guess Aina ikut arwah ayah Aina because he loves music and he made me want to buy CDs and collecting CDs. Back then we, you know, those days kita memang suka collect CD. Kalau kita nak tengok cerita pun kita beli CD. Kan?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah, it's simple in a way that I'm not expecting a lot from what I like, even though maybe I think I can sing. But nothing really is like confirmed, like, okay, is this what I'm gonna do? You know, nothing is confirmed. I just go with the flow with everything. Aina pun seorang anak cikgu kat sekolah. So people are expecting me to nail the syllabus, the academics. But I'm not.
Which is okay. I rasa macam kadang-kadang orang yang macam last akan end up dalam dunia seni ni, sebenarnya it's almost like dunia ni pilih you daripada you pilih dunia ni.
Oh, nice.
Kind of always ends up like that, right? So soalan, when you were younger, apa cita-cita you sebelum you rasa macam, okay, mungkin I boleh jadi seorang penyanyi, or was this always your dream to be a singer?
Sebenarnya waktu Aina sekolah rendah tu, I had an opportunity, my first ever singing opportunity, menyanyi dekat you know, kat sekolah dulu cikgu-cikgu kan dia ada different hari guru yang special, is just for the teachers kan. So me and other anak cikgu semua datang. So everyone had to sing, macam, you know, macam meriahkan suasana, sing for the teachers. But I remember I was there and kan Aina dah practice dah kat rumah, I'm gonna sing this song, and I was so brave, I don't know how. I chose to sing lagu Hindustan. It's a Hindi song.
In Hindi?
Yes, sis. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because family Aina memang suka tengok Bollywood movies.
Bestnya.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, it's my first time.
Okay.
Let's choose Hindi song, and
She brave. Okay.
but then it didn't turn out well because waktu Aina nak perform tu, I was stunned. Like, I was just macam beku dekat atas pentas.
Oh no.
I was looking at everyone's and everyone's looking at me.
Faham.
And then anak-anak cikgu lain pun datang on stage because you're all kids kan, so cute.
Yeah.
Bagi support dekat Aina.
Oh,
Same.
comel lah. Umur Aina berapa time tu?
That time, I think darjah 3.
Darjah 3 ada. Aduh.
Yeah.
Kecil lagi.
So I ended up not singing at all. So nobody knows that I can sing
Faham.
until I was 12. Yeah, so ada banyak masa juga dia macam pendam kan. Yeah.
I see. So, itulah macam time you were 12, apa yang Amy dapat baca is that this was your first like singing competition yang Aina masuk, and it was because you ada seorang cikgu that was like quite impactful juga for you, Cikgu Syamsiah kan?
Yeah.
So apa cerita tu, macam mana daripada macam okay nak menyanyi and then a little bit of stage fright when you were 9, which is totally understandable, tiba-tiba nak macam termasuk ataupun nak masuk dalam pertandingan menyanyi pula. What was the story behind it?
Kita orang dipaksa.
Oh, dipaksa? Okay, faham.
That's the real story. Kita orang dipaksa because that time sekolah dekat Negeri Sembilan ni dia ada satu macam pertandingan for all the sekolah dekat daerah Seremban tu. Everyone kena hantar wakil untuk sayembara puisi. It's like a macam pertandingan nyanyian yang lebih not the modern one. Macam traditional, and then dia ada sajak, ada syair. So every school kena hantar contestant, and you know, for a school to hantar peserta pun, it's the teachers are battling, you know, macam semua kena hantar. Then it will give good reputation for the school.
Right.
Yeah, so kena hantar.
This
Kena.
is like the pride of the school.
Yeah,
macam tu,
kena
faham.
hantar. Like,
Pressure juga.
Pressure. So Cikgu Syamsiah, and I hope she's watching. She forced every student untuk masuk pertandingan tu. So what she did, dia suruh setiap orang menyanyi one by one on the stage. Nyanyilah lagu apa pun. Any song. Just
Macam
sing.
intimidating sangat.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it turns out that semua orang sahut cabaran tu lah. Even though
Bagus
malu-malu
lah.
kan. Dia macam malu-malu, especially the girls, you know. Dia akan macam, okay, then the teacher akan dapat signal, okay, she's
Memang
not,
tak boleh
okay,
lah ni.
tak boleh, okay, go next.
Okay.
So the process was laju juga. Then it was my turn and I sang. Soft je, but ada nampak macam sinar dekat situ. Then Cikgu Syamsiah was like, oh, you can sing. And then she trained me, and dia pinjamkan I baju dia. She's like a really gorgeous teacher, you know, like a good body.
Wow.
So, and I was like small and petite. So dia pinjamkan I baju dia, make upkan I. I think she's like my first stylist lah.
Wow.
Yang tak berbayar. Sorry, cikgu.
Cikgu kat mana sekarang? We have to find her. Wow, bestnya. And so she's the one yang macam suruh you macam continue to compete ke macam mana? Sebab I know after that you took part in quite a few competitions time tu. So I know that from apa yang I baca, arwah ayah you and also Cikgu Syamsiah was like your like biggest supporters of the singing time tu. Tapi untuk Aina sendiri, how did you feel about it? Did you enjoy it?
I don't know. I don't know because like I said, family Aina tak ada yang dalam bidang music. So I don't really know how to feel. I just feel like, okay, this is jalan yang Aina kena buat sekarang. Like, it seems like I'm going into this direction. Seems like I think I can sing. Let's do it. And I think itu pun first pertandingan Aina. So I don't really know how to feel, but just doing it and tak expect nak menang ke apa ke, but I ended up winning first place.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was the start of many more first place yang akan datang in the future of your career. Cuma time tu you belum tahu lagi. Itu je. And then, so after you dah menang benda tu, adakah benda tu menjadikan sejenis motivasi for you to like keep singing and keep training this part of you?
Somehow, yes, because selepas habis competition tu, dah habis sekolah rendah. Dah habis UPSR. So I'm like, oh, what's next? Kan? Nak belajar pun tak berapa pandai sangat. Tapi okay lah, boleh lah. Then I was introduced to this next teacher, and dia pula ajak Aina untuk perform in an event. So basically, daripada umur 13 tahun I dah kerja dah. I
Wow.
will sing at the weddings. I'm fully booked.
Wow, she's booked and busy.
Because every week memang muka Aina akan menyanyi dekat wedding. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so every week memang akan ada Sabtu Ahad memang akan ada aktiviti. I will get up pagi-pagi dah keluar. And then wedding kan lama, kita kena tunggu sampai habis. Macam sekarang berbeza lah, nyanyi 3 lagu, okay bye. Macam dulu, it's like from the start of the wedding till the end of the
Faham,
wedding.
it's just you there, right?
Yeah. And it was really a fun experience sebab kita, kita cari duit sendiri. That time I was paid RM50. That's a lot for me back then.
Faham?
Yeah. So dapat duit pocket lah.
Which is very cute actually.
Yeah, very cute.
Tapi time tu Aina suka tak? Macam to spend your time doing this? Ke dia membuatkan Aina rasa macam lain a bit from your friends?
I suka because maybe because I'm the lead singer.
Faham.
So, but yeah, it was fun sebabnya Aina diajar untuk sing a different genre. Back then Aina menyanyi, I don't sing pop songs. I sing traditional song, like super traditional song yang macam from Minangkabau, like Negeri Sembilan, the arts, you know. So memang menyanyi yang genre macam tu for 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎, the group 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 itself lah. So that was my life, I think, from 13 until I think roughly like sampai 17 years old.
Which sebenarnya kalau kita tengok balik, mungkin itu juga sebab untuk nyanyi traditional ni sebenarnya it's like the foundation kan. Dalam apa-apa pun. Kalau dalam tarian juga you have like the foundational traditional dances, and itu yang paling mengajar disiplin semua itu. So maybe that's the best practice untuk jadi seorang penyanyi in the future. Kan? So that's what you were doing there during that time. Tapi pada masa tu, did you ever think that mungkin ini akan jadi macam career you in the future, or was it more like this is my my like side income sekarang ke, time I tengah belajar because I enjoy it, I'm good at it, it's fun ke macam mana? How did you like view it?
The way I view it is like, memang I dapat rasa macam okay, this is the profession yang I boleh buat duit. Because Aina jenis yang, my family memang seorang, the entire family memang jenis yang macam workaholic. So my mom, she's a teacher, so dia memang she encouraged me to sing at the weddings, and my dad as well, sebab dia rasa macam I boleh cari duit. And my mom pun daripada awal dulu dah kerja, even before a teacher pun dia memang dah kerja. Same as my dad. So dia tak rasa benda tu beban. And plus it's music. It's fun, even though I tak faham sangat what's going on with traditional music, just go with the flow. Tapi in the end, bila Aina fikir balik, benda tu lah yang membuatkan Aina rasa macam at least I tick the box. I tried this genre, I tried this, lingo and everything. Now I'm like super different.
But it's good prep, I think. So after that, there was something yang jadi in your life that was like very, very impactful for you, which is when you lost your dad. Time tu Aina 15 tahun kan? And that must have been really difficult. And bila Amy baca the story behind it, I think it's like, I felt for you, and also I rasa macam, if anyone else was in this position, I don't know how you managed to keep singing selepas apa yang jadi. Sebab apa yang Amy baca is you were at a singing competition when it happened. I know you've answered this before, but I wanted to ask you directly because bila I baca, I was like, this is really something, right? Like, how did you process this time you hanya 15 tahun? It's a lot.
Again, I don't know how it feels to be so sad. I don't know how to, Aina tak boleh nak articulate the exact feeling. And if you ask me, like, I think time just healed by itself. I remember being shocked, so shocked, sebab everything happened so fast. I think within 1 hour. 1 hour received the news and then rushed to the hospital and get the news and lost him. And then that same night, terus pergi bawa jenazah, mandikan jenazah, and then kebumikan the next day. And I remember that time my sister yang belajar dekat London, so she pursue her studies there, and dia balik Malaysia because she heard the news. And I remember her, I think she's even more sadder than I am, sebab dia dah macam further from the family because of studies for a few years. So dia dah lama tak jumpa kita orang, and suddenly she came back just because of my dad's passing kan. So dia rasa, I don't know how she handles it. That time I tak boleh nak tanya dia, I don't know. But the whole process is fast, and definitely Aina rasa macam kehilangan tempat yang untuk Aina talk about music. Like I remember I used to sit in the car, just listen to music with him. Like he loves these two artists. Dia suka sangat dengan So Fast. We used to have a band called So Fast, and also penyanyi Agnes Monica from Indonesia. So Abah memang suka sangat dengan dua figura ni, and he would force me to listen to them every day in the car. Yeah, because Aina memang rapat dengan Abah. Aina memang anak Abah. Pergi sekolah dengan Abah, balik sekolah pun Abah ambil. So every day it's just him and me. Like Aina anak bongsu, so memang manja sangat. So bila dia tiba-tiba tak ada tu, dia macam terduduk.
Yeah. Can I ask you a deep question? I think untuk siapa-siapa yang menyimpan impian, like whatever kind of impian, orang pertama yang bagi kepercayaan dekat kita untuk mengejar impian tu akan memberi kesan yang sangat besar. Lagilah kalau that person is our parent, right? And kalau kita, are in a position di mana kita rasa kehilangan orang tu, the first person that believed in us for this, I rasa ramai orang akan rasa macam bukan saja kehilangan orang tu, tapi also kehilangan of that dream, because you're the person that believes in you dah tak ada, right? Macam mana Aina jumpa the strength to like keep going? Was he still the one that was giving you this like this dream, walaupun dia dah tak ada dengan you? He's still the one that's giving you that strength.
Okay, ayah Aina dia OKU. He's OKU. Dia tak ada kaki. So even before dia meninggal dunia pun, kita dah witness his struggle every day and his strength, and dia dah bersara awal because of his illness. So kita orang yang anak-anak ni memang kita dah menyaksikan kesusahan dia for so many years. So jadi we were inspired in some ways. Like malu kalau kita orang macam complain about it, because Abah sangat, he is so like I remember this macam this scenario yang always play in my mind. My mom dia ada buat tuition kat rumah, sebab dia cikgu bahasa Melayu, so dia ada tuition kat rumah. So selalunya lepas habis dinner, which is like around 6:30 macam tu, then kelas akan start pukul 8. So ramai student akan datang rumah my mom and tuition. So my dad punya tanggungjawab, he knows that he's struggle a lot, like basically with his movement and everything. So what he can do is, yang I memang sangat rasa salute sangat, every time my mom finish the class, which is before 10 p.m, dia akan preparekan hot tea for my mom, and he will cook something for the family, like every single day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, huh?
He would do that every day, and I think for most part, I think my mom is the one who yang memang lagi teruk daripada from all of us lah, because she's the one who, she's so used to that routine.
Yeah.
So even though macam penat mengajar sekalipun, she knows that my dad is preparing something for her and everything, and that's so sweet lah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so itu yang Aina rasa, and seeing him getting through his day and the strength that yang dia tunjukkan kat kita orang, that's what makes me feel like after his passing, how do I continue with this career? I just have to continue. I took some time off a little bit, tapi macam terus pergi. The following week tu, I still go to weddings and sing. Even though macam rasa lost a little bit, tapi I always feel like he's watching me. So if I'm not doing it, nanti he might be sad pula tengok I. So at least I'm working and singing, so at least he's somewhere watching and smiling, I
And
guess.
so proud. I bet. Can we get a tissue, guys, if you have one?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're making me cry too. Oh. Man. Yeah,
He's so cute. My dad is so cute.
I bet.
Yeah, he's like so dia pendek tau. My dad is like so short. He's so short and dia kan kita dia boleh drive kereta auto because dia ada one leg kan. And he will like, dia macam struggle to move, but he will still move. Like
What a
nobody will
man.
stop him.
So
bila dia meninggal dunia tu, I think everybody felt something, like everyone in the neighborhood lah, especially. I remember bila dia meninggal dunia tu, yang datang tengok jenazah dia, I tak tahu, I tak kenal pun orang yang datang tu, macam daripada mana-mana datang. Because like apparently like he's friends with this person. It's like, oh, okay.
And even his family was like, wow.
Yeah,
Look
like
at how many lives you touched.
yeah.
That's
Ramai gila.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think macam dia sebenarnya boleh jadi inspirasi untuk ramai. I mean termasuk dengan I juga, and I never had the privilege of even meeting him, but the concept of like not letting anything stop you is something yang semua orang patut jadikan inspirasi. I think. So you are incredible in your work ethic and started singing like nothing ever happened, and you kept committed to it. And I think that, another thing that I read is like mungkin your mum pula sebelum your dad's passing was bukan nak cakap not supportive of it, but maybe was the one who was less supportive. And then after your dad's passing, your mum was like, okay, let's do this. Is that pretty much what happened?
Yeah, sebab mak kan dia cikgu kan. Jadi I understand her point of view, and like kita pun tak ada dalam family kita or saudara mara ke atuk nenek ke, kita tak ada yang bidang seni. Not even like macam pelukis ke or pelakon ke, any seni, like job, like nobody in the family. Jadi dia pun, I don't really blame her after, like after dah fikir lama-lama, dah dewasa, and then when I think back, it's not really her fault. It's just that she doesn't know what to do with me. She doesn't know what to do with this talent. And but then I really thank her sebab she really take her, how to say, dia sangat menggunakan masa yang ada, really getting to know me and my passion. So she took the time, tapi tak apa, at least dia cuba. And after that, dia yang lagi push Aina, like kau
Wow.
push.
That's
Any
good.
mall, any singing, go. You will see my face like in any competition in Seremban, like yeah.
Yeah. Which is
Malu.
Tapi it's so nice sebab sebenarnya untuk macam jadikan career dalam one of the most like cutthroat industries, you do need, it takes, memang dia mengambil macam support system yang like strong untuk merealisasikan impian ni. So you did do a lot of competitions. A lot of competitions. But daripada kita macam highlightkan, I guess, one on one, I think, okay, 2010 for example, finalist pertandingan Irama Satu Malaysia. 2011, second place for Bintang Idola Berita Harian 2011. And then there were more later on, but I just wanted to ask macam, pada ketika itu, why did you choose to take part in all of these competitions? Sebab I rasa macam apa yang I nampak, not just in these competitions but even later on, like Golden Voices of PJ, all of this stuff, you were winning. Kenapa tak mengambil tindakan untuk terus keluarkan lagu pada ketika itu? For example, I don't know how it works in singing obviously, but what was the idea there?
I rasa I suka that feeling of the competitive feelings, and also it's also a sort of income actually. Going into the competitions and winning, itu pun, you know, I masih sibuk cari duit.
Oh, faham? Faham?
Even like, you know, because bila kita masuk pertandingan dekat mall apa semua, kalau nombor 1 tu at least dapat, kita akan dapat 500 or 700, sometimes 1,000.
Yeah.
Kalau dapat sagu hati pun at least RM100, you know.
Oh, not bad juga.
Very, very like money driven lah.
Yeah, tapi it's work at the end of the day. And
but it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, I dapat challenge diri Aina sendiri, and it sorts like macam dah kebiasaan untuk Aina. Once I dah enter, I cannot stop. Waktu tu lah. Waktu tu I cannot stop, and lepas tu kita macam selalu menang. Lagi kita macam, you know.
Yeah. Macam lagi excited and macam semangat untuk pergi
lah. I do this. So, tapi my mom lah yang cari competition semua. Oh my god, dia akan, you know, all dulu kalau pertandingan dia akan advertise dekat newspaper, dekat magazine. So kita akan macam, you know, we get newspapers and every morning, and tengoklah competition yang ada. Or kalau kita pergi mall, kita tengok dekat dia punya info board tu. I don't know if they still have it, or dekat reception. Kita tanyalah, ada pertandingan ke?
Yeah. Kita generasi sama. So I remember zaman tu. Dan I rasa macam sekarang dah tak ada sangat lah. Bukan yang Amy nampak at least. But that's so cute because it sounds like the both of you had this like bonding experience and all of this stuff kan.
Yeah.
Time tu Aina rasa confident tak untuk macam take part in these competitions? Because ingat balik kepada your very first time on stage with a little bit of stage fright.
Yeah.
Ni dah completely overcome it ke macam mana?
Actually tak. Sebabnya Aina ni jenis macam, I'm the girl that sits at the corner, but I wanna shine. You know what I mean? So at least in the singing lane lah.
Yeah.
But other lane, it's okay. Like, take the limelight. I don't mind.
Faham.
Tapi kalau dalam menyanyi, maybe because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
My mom pun jenis macam encourage. So Aina macam dia malu-malu, tapi give me the mic.
Give the girl a mic.
Yeah,
and it's like a different person. Faham?
Tapi I selalu nervous. Until now pun I akan nervous. Tapi I like the feeling of holding the mic gives me like, I don't know how to explain it, tapi dia macam satu benda yang I akan longing for. Like every time kalau macam tiba-tiba macam tak ada appearance or show kan, I rasa macam
nak kena perform ni lah. Faham?
So I dah rasa benda tu daripada kecil lagi. And the only place untuk kita pegang mic and nyanyi competition je lah. That time memang rasanya memang saya memang gila competition. Aina gila nak masuk pertandingan, and my mom is my stylist. I don't know if you guys ada je video yang Aina nyanyi dekat mall, ada dekat YouTube, dekat TikTok ada. Oh my god, just pop up. I just saw it like this morning. I nampak fans jumpa one video of me singing at one of the mall dekat Klang. So my mom akan stylekan I. So kalau kita dapat tahu ada competition nak masuk, my mom akan pergi hantar kain dekat this one tailor. There's only this one makcik that will
make it
layan,
happen.
akan layan kita orang. So my mom akan pakaikan I macam legging, and then a dress, short dress with a legging, and then suddenly a hijab. You know, like
it's very cute.
It was like really, really fun. The way my mom macam experiment with myself. So yeah, I think that's how I got involved with the fashion lah.
Since kecil juga
Kecil
nampak
juga.
ya?
Walaupun macam kalau tengok sekarang video tu macam pelik sangat proportion look tu.
Tapi semua benda dia relevant pada ketika itu.
Yes.
Yes.
That time I felt cute, you know.
Yeah, I rasa semua orang akan bila kita tengok balik macam especially kalau time kita kecil-kecil for the ones yang lebih kurang umur macam kita, kita pun akan rasa macam what was that?
Yeah.
Itu dah outdated sangat tu. Tapi pada ketika itu, that was peak fashion.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I feel you. Hi guys, hari ni Aina mau perkenalkan dua air baharu daripada Zeus Coffee sempena Hari Raya Aidilfitri, iaitu Ais Butterscotch Latte dan juga Butterscotch Frappe. Butterscotch series ni menggabungkan rasa lemak dan manis berunsurkan rasa kopi traditional, making them super unique picks for Hari Raya. Let's try them. This is the Ais Butterscotch Latte. Guys, kopi ni memang win. Okay, rasa dia macam manis-manis pahit je. Tapi it's like, okay, selepas kita habiskan shoot ni, Amy nak kena habiskan air ni juga. Sekarang kita nak try the Butterscotch Frappe pula. Mungkin ni boleh jadi favourite baru Amy lah. Okay, so cerita dia yang ni, the Butterscotch Frappe, dia lagi manis sikit. Tapi Amy rasa dia memang sesuai untuk tema raya sebab Amy rasa dia boleh matching dengan pelbagai jenis juadah raya macam biskut, kek, air-air yang lain. I think this is gonna be such a good one. I rasa korang akan suka yang ni. Tak tahulah kan. Amy rasa the Butterscotch series is 100% a win. You have to try it. Alright guys, jom menyambut Hari Raya Aidilfitri bersama keluarga, kawan-kawan dan Zeus Coffee with the new Butterscotch series which is the Iced Butterscotch Latte dan juga the Butterscotch Frappe. Amy nak habiskan air-air ni, but in the meantime, I'm gonna send you guys back to the show. Selamat Hari Raya. Bye. Aina seorang yang kompetitif ke?
Yeah. I do with myself actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes people macam diorang mungkin tersalah anggap being competitive means like you nak bersaing orang tu dengan orang ni. But for my case, it's with myself. And the good thing is that it's just within you lah. Tapi the bad thing is that dia akan, you kena sentiasa revisit your inner self and like betulkan niat you. Like what are you doing this for? Tapi kalau you tanya I, memang I competitive. Like sampai I cakap dengan diri I, for me to sometimes nak dapat rasa self-esteem tu is by going through a competition and winning something. Sampai macam tu sekali for myself. Because sometimes, because I believe everyone works differently. Tapi going into competition is also very fun for me. Like in a weirdest way. In the most pressure way, jadi fun pula for me. Because I get to sing and I get to express my thoughts. Because Aina kalau kat luar, Aina tak bercakap sangat. So that's the only place for me to, I think, for people to get to know me at least.
Faham. You know the other thing about orang yang macam sangat kompetitif dengan diri sendiri is that orang macam ni usually very hard on themselves juga. Yeah, and very macam you set an idea of apa yang you rasa you akan capai, and kalau you tak sampai for whatever reason, you akan rasa macam
Shit.
terrible about yourself kan. Normally orang macam, you know how I know? Because I macam tu juga. I am very competitive with myself. and I always feel like macam relate sangat dengan your story because that feeling of macam I tak sampai dekat my own expectation hurt my self-esteem a lot. So I can relate to your story so much. And I think like, yeah, I feel like I can understand a bit more about you through this story. Next couple of questions about more competitions. So there was Golden Voices of PJ, which you won, and then 2013 audition for AF10, and then also 2014 Mentor Legend 1, you came second. So I have general questions about this era lah, right? So at which part did you properly start macam cari coach untuk really like practice and like train it, or was this something that you always did di sebalik tabir? Did you always have a coach with you? At what point did you start taking it more seriously in terms of like wanting to pursue this as a career?
Aina rasa again because of my mom. Sebab she come across like macam satu keratan akhbar. You know, back then newspaper is everything. You know, like
Itulah punca. Itulah kita punya TikTok search semua dekat
yes,
newspaper.
Yeah. So my mom nampak satu advertisement about vocal class. And waktu tu, like honestly lah, I mean not to macam I'm just speaking in macam the most macam mana cakap, family Malay and for the rest of macam family Malay mostly, when it comes to music macam a bit far sikit kan, macam meaning to study music is weird in a way.
Is it?
Yeah, at least from what I know, macam dia macam pelik sikit. Like they always think that boleh ke buat duit dengan music, macam tu kan. So my mom pula jenis yang macam she encourage me untuk belajar. Sebab, and I also feel like macam ada something yang lacking tau, even though dah kerja macam jadi penyanyi orang kahwin and entering competitions, still I rasa macam something is lacking within me, which is my fundamental, my basic vocal knowledge tu tak ada, zero. I just copy, dengar orang nyanyi balik, just copy, and that's how I learn music, just by listening and just copy. So I tak ada identity lah like that. So because kita follow orang kan. Kita dengar lagu ni, kita follow orang ni. Menyanyi macam ni, okay, dia nyanyi tinggi, kita nyanyi tinggi. Oh, dia nyanyi ada vibrato, okay, kita follow. But we don't really know like, is that my true sound? So by going to vocal class, at least as a singer, saya rasa kita dapat, you know, come up with, like kita boleh dapat tahu bunyi yang kita tak sangka kita ada. Itu yang I rasa macam the hidden thing about vocal class. Selalu orang cakap macam, oh pergi vocal class nak polish vocal, nak polish your apa ni, your techniques kan. Semua benda-benda yang bagi Aina teori. But actually the actual thing yang Aina discover is finding my sound. How to actually sing as yourself, because every human ada suara berbeza. Everyone can sing actually. It's just that yeah, that's what my teacher told me. Semua orang boleh menyanyi.
I pernah dengar setengah yang sangatlah tone deaf yang I macam okay.
Yeah. So
mungkin dengan training yang adequate.
Yeah, and then mungkin boleh you know, find your sound.
Yeah.
So that's why I enroll with vocal class, and like I think that was pretty much my life, going back and forth daripada Seremban ke Ampang, naik train, kadang-kadang my mom will send me habis sekolah pergi kelas, pergi Ampang, and belajar vocal lah.
Yeah. Tapi okay, during zaman ni as well, I baca quite a few articles that you told me what you told me just now, which is the like nak kena cari your own sound. Kalau tak, you akan rasa macam you sentiasa ikut contoh yang orang lain tetapkan, and benda tu akan sesatkan keadaan for the individual, right? But also I think like during AF and what was it called? Mental Legend as well. I had terbaca some comments about like image as well being a part of the conversation. And benda ni for me from the outside, saya minta maaf terlebih dahulu kepada siapa-siapa yang terlibat. Jangan terasa. Tapi I confused dengan benda ni sebab I rasa macam biasa ni untuk industri, bukan ke bakat itu apa yang lagi mahal ataupun lagi susah untuk jumpa. Dan image tu adalah satu construct from the industry di mana macam untuk siapa-siapa yang bekerja dalam industri, bukan kita yang akan jaga image kita sendiri. So kalau you masuk ke dalam satu competition di mana it's like a landing place for anyone from any background untuk menjual bakat ataupun menunjukkan bakat, why would that even be part of the conversation? Isn't bakat the more important thing? Itu pendapat I lah.
Very nice. Actually, yeah, betul. Because ini yang Aina belajar juga over the years. I think I've never come across a singer that is full equipped from the day one. I tak pernah jumpa penyanyi yang macam first je
datang dengan everything, dengan style
Yeah.
yang dengan suara. Itu takkan jumpa kot.
Yeah. Even dekat macam penyanyi barat pun, I think everyone ada that fasa
yes.
yang memalukan.
Betul.
It's part of the learning process
Yeah.
kan. And I agree. Bakat tu memang, I mean, it's anugerah Tuhan lah. Something that we should look into macam and appreciate. Macam kita patut, macam actually the image tu supposed to be part of the journey once we establish the bakat.
I
That's
think
how
so.
I feel.
I pun rasa macam tu. Sebab I rasa macam, I'm not sure lah, Cikgu Yu macam seorang yang sangat positif. Bila dia bercakap yang semua orang boleh menyanyi tu, I percaya dalam 70% sahaja. Tapi apa yang saya percaya dalam 100% is that semua orang boleh ada image dengan tim yang betul untuk ciptakan image tu.
Betul.
So saya rasa image tu adalah sesuatu yang sebenarnya lagi senang untuk dicipta daripada bakat. So that's why bakat is lagi mahal.
Yes. True.
You know? So I macam terkejut untuk baca benda tu, and I wanted to ask macam, how was your mental state during that time coming into this industry and going through it with the competitions and stuff like that? Apabila macam the environment is almost skewed in a really unfair way for anyone that's new, because even for me, anybody pada permulaannya does not have all of these answers. That's why you need a team.
Yeah. Untuk Aina tak pernah sangat macam get into this macam topic. Like nobody really tell to my face that, okay, you look like, you don't look nice. Okay, change. Tak pernah orang macam comment macam tu directly to me, but there's this one time that Aina masuk pertandingan Mentor Legend, and I think the fans know this as well. I was judged on my appearance on live TV, but I'm okay with Adlin. Aina hormat sangat dengan dia, and we met the other day as well, and we talk about this.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that time Aina rasa macam terkejut sangat, because first time Aina dapat komen macam tu, and it was like a slap on my face. Ouch. Because it's not about singing dah.
Yeah.
It's nothing on the singing anymore.
Yeah.
It's a different part of myself yang Aina tak tahu. Kena ke? Penting ke? Macam tu. So when I received that comment, I memang balik tu, I rasa semangat yang macam I want to prove everyone, like, give me some time, give me a little bit more time. Yeah, I will fix this. Macam tu.
I think, yeah. Unfortunately, kadang-kadang this is something yang ramai, especially wanita, dalam entertainment, we all go through this phase of, mungkin orang punya expectation is kita dah work out like every single thing but like that's not how nobody that's new or start something has all of the answers and stuff, and that's built with time. So, but kudos to you for taking it as a positive thing and being like, wait, I'm going to show you.
But it's not really easy tau.
Yeah.
Tak senang sangat, because I rasa macam I dimalukan, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I rasa boleh je macam tolak I ke tepi. But then again, it seems macam selalu memang, especially women lah, kita memang kena work harder in a way. I don't know if this will be a controversial thing or not, but that's how I feel that time.
Yeah.
You always have to work harder.
Yeah. No, I feel it too. So, jangan terasa dengan apa yang kita cakap daripada experience kita sendiri, which Amy pun pernah rasa benda tu as well. You feel like you have to fight harder for space.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you do it.
Okay, anyways.
Okay, tapi ketika itu, I also wanted to ask that you decided to go to LA for the Championship of Performing Arts, and dekat situ you menang.
Yeah. Crazy.
Amazing. What was that experience like?
I remember itu trip overseas Aina yang pertama. US pula. Pergi Los Angeles. Bulan Ramadan. It was bulan puasa. They just have to do competition. Bulan puasa.
Oh my god, kesian though. Like how? Oh my gosh.
But then again, it's it's a global competition kan.
Yeah.
So I'm not really complaining on that. Tapi mindset kena strong
Kena
gila.
strong.
And I managed to fast throughout the competition. Tapi almost killing myself lah, because there's like 100 countries involved. Yang paling susah nak beat adalah Philippines and Brunei that time.
I rasa macam setakat kalau tak makan okay lagi, tapi penyanyi tak minum air.
Yeah.
I know. That's you. But she won. So clearly she
I
knows
don't know
what she's
how.
doing.
Honestly, that time I macam peserta yang paling tak shine lah at first. Paling tak. Even at the final,
Yeah.
I paling yang macam tak famous.
Semua yang pergi tu memang famous ke macam mana?
I mean, they look like they had.
Dia nampak lah macam dia ada their team ke whatever.
Yeah. They already like look like, macam superstar.
Wow.
Yeah, and for them it's strange to see penyanyi yang bertudung waktu tu and menyanyi macam lagu-lagu Whitney Houston. They don't find that normal. You know what I mean? So it was funny in a way, tapi I remember memang susah sangat because kita kena, so dia ada everyday kena ada saringan. So from 100 countries, then tolak tinggal lah 10 country je in the end.
Wow.
And I won. How?
Yeah. Because you deserved it. You earned it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Adakah perkara tu rasa macam validation for you
Pardon?
as a singer? Did it feel like validation for you?
Oh.
Macam like recognition, bukan saja dekat Malaysia, bukan kita nak merendahkan standard Malaysia. Of course, we have incredible singers dekat sini. Tapi this is a global thing. How did that feel for you?
Actually, semua orang pun rasa pelik Malaysia menang. Because especially for singing category, every year memang akan ada country lain yang menang. It's always the Philippines, but diorang memang
Diorang memang
like
dikenali untuk menyanyi
they're
lah.
so good lah. I don't know how. But that particular year, semua orang pelik Malaysia boleh menang, and I'm also shocked. Tapi bila I balik tu, I rasa macam nak kata validation for a short while. And then kita pun muda lagi, and I think I was going to 20 that time, so I don't know what to expect, working with people in the business. So I don't know how it works. Aina just masuk, menyanyi, menang, balik Malaysia. I got my macam medals, because this competition is macam Olympic but in art form.
Wow.
Dia macam Olympic tapi dia seni saja. So dance,
Everything. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so we got medals, and macam Aina dapat piala Aina. And then it was quiet, like nobody really talk about it. So I don't feel like no one knows it. Tak ada orang pun tahu pasal pertandingan ni, and I don't really, what I get from it is experience, tough experience, and exploring myself as a singer, pengalaman bekerja dekat luar and seeing other singers. But other than that, nothing much. People don't really appreciate this competition lah. That's the sad part about it.
Faham?
So I'm like going back to Malaysia, start from zero, back to square one. Yeah.
Tapi the reality is pada ketika itu, like if we really look at all of the things you did, you were working so hard. This is the stuff yang mungkin macam orang bila dia nampak macam you sekarang, they have no idea like maybe how much it really takes. Especially in an industry di mana macam part of the job is to make it look glamorous and effortless and everything. And you do when you sing. It just looks like I'm like, if I lose myself too much in the performance, I'm like, she makes it look so easy that I sendiri rasa I boleh. But then you try to sing and you're like, oh no, that key is never going to be hit by this voice, not in this lifetime. You know what I mean? So part of the job is to make it look easy, but it's not. It's really not. So after you came back to Malaysia, what was the next step for you? As you said, macam you dah capai a lot of things. Like you how many things have you won already at this point? And you're just entering your 20s, right? You knew you wanted to be a singer. What was the next step for you? What did you do? Did you try to look for representation? Ke macam mana? Like a label?
No one really approached Aina, which is, I don't know if it's a sad thing or not, because Aina, I don't really spend my time thinking about getting a label at that time. So Aina tak rasa macam, oh tak dapat, tak ada orang tak cari, tak apalah, it's okay. You know, I just feel like that. Memang tapi dalam fikiran Aina, because Aina dah diajarkan untuk competition tau. So when I'm back to Malaysia, and then when I feel like macam I don't feel appreciated by the whole system of that competition, so Aina balik and I rasa macam, okay, maybe I have to enter pertandingan yang lebih mainstream, which is on TV. Actually Aina masuk pertandingan tu dulu, baru masuk mentor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So selepas mentor pula, did you feel like that was the right step for you?
It also for a short while. So it's like it's the same macam
Pattern tu.
Yeah, pattern tu. It's like I'm in a loop, you know. It's just a different brand je, different competition je. Tapi still rasa macam tu. I even more harder after Mentor Legend, sebab I'm lost. I don't like whatever that I do in Mentor Legend, and having the team with Aina that time. Waktu tu 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 was my mentor.
Yes.
She really helped me a lot, you know. Tapi after mentor tu, I was thinking, I need to work on this myself, you know. Like sampai bila Aina nak, you know, macam susahkan orang, or in a way that, am I expecting something to just like fall in place and like, okay, after menang nombor 2, then this person will help me, you know. Aina macam jadi like I'm depending on something that is not even there. So that's why Aina menghilang. I left the scene. I wrote one song, Ini Yang Kau Mahu. Released it. Nothing happened with it. It's fine. Then Aina sambung belajar, and just that time tak masuk langsung competition. I stopped for a while. I think at that time Aina rasa macam, this is it kot. Like enough lah with competitions. Maybe I have to explore other things. For example, like studying music ke, writing music, composing song for myself, and cari keunikan diri sendiri. Because I don't find my sound back then macam unique, you know. So I try buat benda lain lah, you know, and other things, and explore different and meet new people. I don't have a lot of friends also. Like going into the 20, sebelum masuk college pun, I don't have life basically. Like asyik fikir nak jadi penyanyi. I don't have friends. I don't have like anybody to macam I nak share ideas, or should I do this in my career, you know, tak ada. So I think that was what was wrong with me. Like itu yang kekurangan dari hidup Aina. I'm only thinking in one way. I only think that entering competition is the only formula for me, and that doesn't work at that time. So it's okay. Let's sambung degree in music. Yeah.
Mesti macam tempo tu is like a very frustrating period in your life.
Because you're like, buat ni tak jadi, buat tu tak jadi, and in a way I tried to get validation from people, and in the end I don't get it. I tak dapat pun benda tu, and I pun macam mengharapkan orang untuk plan things for me, and that also doesn't work. I try to impress everybody by doing what they think I should be doing, and that didn't work as well. So that's why I stopped that completely, and try to get new friends, and bring how to say, nak cari environment baru. Not this like Nurul Aina, like just new environment, and like learn how to talk to people, and learn how to make friends, and walaupun benda tu macam tak ada kaitan dengan career, but for me it does. For me you have to find that character, and sometimes kita jumpa benda yang baru tu bukan dalam in a setting of music setting, like okay, I duduk kat piano ni, I akan jumpa sound I. No, sometimes it's going out with your friends, and buat apa-apa yang macam fun things to do, and escape in the middle of the night and listen to music, and those things are, itu benda-benda macam tu yang gives you the macam new colour. Because for a while I was just black and white. Tak ada benda lain. Like nothing is fun. Nothing fun is happening.
Yeah.
My friend at that time, my mom and my vocal teacher. Tu je. That is my life basically. That was my life for a few years, and I had to stop. Put a pause.
Yeah. A lesson that it took like a really long time for me to learn, even in my own career, is that when I was younger, I used to be a dancer, and I did a lot of dancing competitions, and like even applied. So I was kind of similar to you, like quite competitive, and like with myself, I wanted it so bad, and I wanted it, and I chased it, and I wanted it, and I chased it. I felt like I'm chasing it, it's running away. Like, what is this? And I always thought from the youngest possible age, right, is that like macam, oh, kita semua kena tunggu our big break. We gotta wait, and the big break is gonna come. And I really believed it. I was like, if I keep doing the best that I can, somebody's coming to give me my big break. And then like I realized, honestly, so recent, like I'm too old to be learning this life lesson. I wish I learned this when I was like 18. Mungkin macam life I akan lain sikit daripada macam mana sekarang. I realized that like actually no, you create your big break. Because like it's never, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like macam when I look at your journey, you did that for yourself. You created your big break
Without me knowing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, and nobody came and gave it to you. You did it. And maybe that's the actual reality of how it works sometimes. Before we get to the very, very juicy parts of your career, during that period, for like a couple of years, you were also much singing at lounges and stuff like that. What was that experience like, especially sebagai seorang yang berhijab? That's not an environment. I'm sure like the people who were at the lounge are shocked, and I'm sure for you as well, it's like, oh, I don't know, this is a very different environment. What was that like? Was it accepting of you?
It was, if anybody asks me about how I feel during those nights, like buat show, buat gig malam-malam kan, until like I lost my voice, banyak kali hilang suara and like penat. But I think that was one of the most fun times for me ever. Sebab I think nobody judged me. Nobody be like, they pass by and they nampak Aina nyanyi kan. Like I look like the most ordinary person ever. Nampak macam, like peminah mana kan. Tiba-tiba nyanyi lagu apa ni, ain't nobody cakakan.
Oh my God.
It's like so strange.
It's so unique. It's so cool.
And it's fun to see their reaction sometimes, like so I live for that. And that time rutin macam tu is fun for me because nobody judge me. Diorang lagi appreciate Aina. Like they don't comment on my outfit. They don't compare me with anybody. Like diorang just datang and dengar Aina perform for entertainment purpose and then invited some of other friends of them datang show I lagi.
Wow.
So it was just like it was really really macam peaceful in a way. It's so different from what I'm facing currently.
Really?
Yeah, like macam because now everybody will have their own opinion on certain things, which is fine. Everybody is free to talk. Tapi back then tu memang no judgment at all. Tempat yang I nyanyi, tempat yang I tak nyanyi, I don't know lah. Tapi tempat yang I nyanyi, yang the owners accept me, mostly the owners bukan Malays tau. Ada yang most of the lounges or clubs or tempat-tempat yang nyanyi dekat around Bukit Bintang, owners dia bukan orang Malay. Mostly Chinese or orang asing, orang luar. So I feel so dihargai kerana mereka terima bakat Aina despite how I look. They don't ask me to change anything. Yang terima Aina. So I'm happy lah. There are some really really cool people in this hidden industry yang orang tak tahu. The underground scene kan. Dia macam orang tak ambil pot sangat, but they have a certain crowd yang Aina rasa
appreciate the arts.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like the interesting thing, right? Sebab negara kita sangat kecil, right? So this underground scene is the people who like really love like art. They're there for the talent. Diorang bukan mainstream, so diorang tak tahu pun apa-apa pasal image, branding, celebrity, pop culture, all of this stuff. Mungkin diorang tak seberapa ambil pot. Tapi macam dari segi bakat and the art and stuff like that, they're into it. Whereas like the mainstream of it is the commercialization, the artist of it kan. So untuk semua kita kena cari jalan untuk jalankan dua-dua serentak.
Yes.
Gitu.
The way I see it, macam mana nak cari the middle point of this? How to find the silver lining of these two industry? Because I find it so terpisah.
Yeah, sebenarnya.
It's so segregated and like macam how to bring it together. Until today, kalau Aina ada free time, I will still go to underground shows.
Really?
Watch people perform. I will hide behind.
And then suddenly they turn around, they're like, wait a second, is that? And you're like, oh no, kantoy lah.
Like I like to do that because I miss it. I miss the feelings of, because back then kan kita yang kat atas pentas tu kan. So now that I'm the audience, it's seronok sangat. It's so fun. Like that industry for me is something to look forward to. Like Malaysia has to appreciate this underground scene because they are really doing something. Not just the music, the production, and the fact that they're doing everything by themselves. Like there's a lot of bedroom producers nowadays. Banyak hidden talents, like songs that you don't hear in the radio, but they have their own listeners. So so fun.
Yeah. I think it's so cool that you still go to this, but I'm also kind of in shock yang you akan ada dekat situ. But I'm just imagining like the rest of the audience, right? Like you imagine you pergi kat gig dengan member-member you, and then you posting and you're like, Aina Abdul? Like, whoa, what? I feel like that would be, if I ever saw you, this is like Malaysia's like top singer, why is she in the audience? But it's so cool that you go and still support and stuff like that. I guess my question is like during this very peaceful period in your career, apa yang membuatkan you rasa macam you want to go into the mainstream then? If you dah jumpa keselesaan dekat situ, why didn't you stay there?
Because suddenly, after a few years of doing that, suddenly I feel like I'm too comfortable. And that is, dia dah macam stagnant dalam hidup Aina.
Faham?
It's like, okay, waktu tu Aina study lagi, degree dekat college. So, okay, pergi kelas, malam ni ada gig, okay, jumpa member, jumpa my bandmates, okay, go sing. And then the next day pergi kelas, benda tu dah macam
Routine.
and kita manusia, we will say this, what's next?
Faham?
You know, it's so bad sometimes. You know, it's so like not healthy. Like we keep looking for what's next tu kan. Like sometimes I'm wondering like why can't you just be happy with whatever you have now? And ini genuine question for myself lah.
This is a competitive with yourself people problem. Sebab kita sentiasa akan rasa macam I want to grow, I want to be better. Kalau you terlalu selesa, that means you're not growing. So ada pros and cons juga. I don't think it's a bad thing though. I don't think it's a bad thing. Yeah. Sebab mungkin sekarang this is the masa in your life and you're growing into the mainstream and getting bigger and bigger and building your career and stuff, something like that. Tapi I imagine even for myself, mungkin satu hari nanti bila I dah 50 ke atas or I don't know, whenever I decide to, mungkin that's going to be my time for growing into being more holistic in my life. Contohnya, maybe at that point, my growth choices are going to be like, okay, sekarang lah I nak belajar macam mana nak masak. Mungkin. Tapi pada ketika ini, in our youth, this is a time for us to be growing into our careers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's how I think. That's how I feel. Even though macam I rasa, why am I still feeling not enough ke apa ke kan? Itu I rasa. And also dapat pressure. Actually, I dapat pressure from certain people, key people in my life yang macam yang sayang Aina lah. So and they nampak I have fun with whatever I'm doing, but my health is not really doing so well. Yeah, because I remember waktu Aina menyanyi those nights, I developed this thing called vocal nodules. It's like a macam
Lumps on the vocal cord?
Yeah. So, and that is a nightmare for singers.
How do you get that?
By singing non-stop in the most unhealthy way. Sebab you macam, you're so into the, you know, the art. Okay, nak nyanyi lagu ni, you want to be expressive, sampai you lupa your techniques, you lupa your warm-ups, you know. And some more nyanyi malam-malam, tengah malam. Because gig is not like 8 PM kan. Sometimes kita nak kena tunggu orang penuh dulu baru boleh nyanyi.
Faham.
Sometimes so, kadang-kadang I start show, kadang pukul 11 pun I start. So habis pukul 1 macam tu.
And then next day, class.
Pula. So that's why I spend so much time in the college. Like, sorry lecturers. Sebab I macam, I keep on like not attending classes. So I spend like, I think 5 to 7 years to finish studies, you know, which is very long. Don't follow me.
Tapi tak apa, it's okay, you got there in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, faham.
Yeah.
So, how did you do it? What was the first step? And have you always been independent?
Yes.
That's hard. Yeah.
Hard, so hard. Sebab Aina nak sangat kan, and I feel like I'm letting down especially my mom. Dia nak sangat Aina go bigger. So when Aina dah masuk college, dia dekat hometown, and because Aina dah mula dengan kehidupan baru Aina, and so my mom is still praying from far, still hoping for me. Tapi of course as a mom, dia nak kita go bigger lah.
Yeah.
And bigger means TV, radios, kan. So even though it's hard for me to get out from that scene, I know I had to sebab ada certain people in my life yang advise me, and they they want more from me in a good way.
Mm-mm.
And those people ended up being in my team, right? Until now.
Wow.
Yeah. So we met during those days. Waktu Aina gig, they will watch me perform every day. And diorang akan nampak I punya journey sebelum start show. I akan tidur dulu kat backstage ke apa ke kan. I memang itulah lifestyle I memang teruk lah sikit lah. Tapi that's how it is. Like it's so, like I memang gamble gila lah.
Faham?
Tidur dekat backstage. Then like all these places kan, the lighting kan sangat dim kan. Doing makeups underneath.
Yeah, it's like it's a very like, macam mana nak cakap, it's a very like gung-ho kind of space. Like you just kena buat dulu, fikir kemudian, semua benda it's like DIY, everything independent. Yeah, it's a lot.
And those friends and I think diorang macam family I lah. So diorang yang nampak my growth, and maybe because diorang kesian tengok Aina. I had to go through this alone. Then diorang cakap, you need to do something lah, girl. Like, you have to get out. Show your voice and like show yourself more in the mainstream. That's how I started to do covers, buat YouTube, and then start writing my own song. I don't ever think that Aina akan menjadi seorang composer tau. Because I was so used to thinking that I have to wait for someone's composition. So that's how I see it. Tapi things turn out different way, and that's how Aina rasa macam songwriting ni, it's a really sacred place for me. Like it's really the time for me to just be with myself and like write whatever things yang Aina berfikir and Aina come across in my mind that I cannot speak loudly, then I can do it in my music. So my friends supported me, and that's how I suddenly come up with Sumpah. Yeah. Dia banyak macam so many years leading to that lah. Like it doesn't happen in one night.
Tapi mungkin bila Aina tengok balik, do you think that was like, this is like really divine timing for you? Walaupun mungkin pada a few times you felt lost during your career, it all led to you having the space, the time to really, 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 really develop like the skills di sebalik tabir yang mungkin jarang lah kita akan nampak seorang penyanyi yang pada the same time they're also their composer, they're also their own lyricist, they're also everything. Everything, right? And mungkin itu sekarang yang membuatkan Aina berada dekat satu position di mana like it's just like every year one after another incredible songs yang orang rasa macam, how is this girl doing it? Mungkin walaupun the making of this is like you akan rasa macam sesat a lot. Mungkin bila you tengok balik, does it feel like actually this is exactly what was meant to happen?
Yes, because those nights yang Aina gig, those are the nights that I would get to know myself more. Because honestly, I don't really know myself until I'm like going into 20s and middle 20s. Aina tak faham apa yang diri Aina nak, and I don't really know what's good for me. So this experience like dia bagi Aina peluang untuk kenali diri Aina and loving myself more, which is so important. I have to keep reminding ourselves about that even until now, like so important. So at that time macam mula-mula kita rasa fun, kita rasa seronok sebab we don't feel judged, we don't feel like anyone is stopping us. But after lama-lama, when things become stagnant and you're being too comfortable with it, and then you get this macam nasihat from people from the outside and even from your lecturers as well and your friends dekat uni, then you start to realize that I have to do something lah about this situation. Yeah, and funny things is that bila Aina dah masuk college and do these gigs and everything, kita pun berjumpa ramai kawan, and that also is life changing for me. That also helped in my songwriting because I get to know people, I get to know their stories, and even for myself, Aina boleh rasa more colors in me. I get to be in a relationship, and it's so fun.
Because you feel like you're living and not like life is like just
not
passing je
yeah,
macam tu kan.
asyik pertandingan kan.
Yeah.
And suddenly like, oh, this life has so many colors, and being friends with a lot of people, and taklah a lot, tapi macam few people, and getting into relationship and being so like human about it, itu yang membantu Aina to put it all in the pen and put it all in the paper and write a song. And until today, those days still inspiration Aina untuk lagu. I still have so many things to write about those days.
Wow.
Yeah, still, it's because it's fun. Like those are the time when I'm really living my life lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that Sumpah was gonna be what it was?
No, I was sick. Sewaktu Aina buat demo lagu tu, it was like 3 a.m. or something, and my friend, which is my manager now, dia cakap kena cepat siapkan ni, sebabnya kita nak kena submit dah ni, kita nak kena nak kena release dah ni by March of 2020. Yeah, March 2019. Yes. So Aina macam sakit time tu, tapi I just sing the demo and then finish the song, and I don't know it will be a hit or anything like that, but I think Aina jumpa dengan orang yang really helped me in this career lah. Like they actually take time to listen to the song and like macam give this song a chance. Tapi tak banyak tau chance to Amy. Like I sent this song like to so many stations tau. I pernah witness, I think my manager yang nampak the whole situation. I saw, because back then nak hantar lagu kena hantar kat CD. I saw someone throw my CD. Yeah. So pernah je berlaku benda tu. So even dengan lagu Sumpah pun, like it's not always like, oh, okay,
easy once you got the right formula.
After some time dah macam rasa give up tau, sebab lagu tu dah keluar, dah release, and then tak pick up. So you rasa macam, oh, maybe next song kot. Because kita dah hantar kat stations, and I'm not blaming anybody here, so I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah.
So I nampak CD I, stuck underneath like a pile of CDs, and like it's just there for weeks and weeks.
Especially because you're independent and you can buat semua benda tu sendiri, and there's no
nobody
like, giant label that's like, listen, take this money, I'm going to push your CD to the top, macam tu kan.
No easy way.
Yeah.
So it took time, ambil masa yang sangat lama lah actually for Sumpah, like for few. But then I'm so glad that Aina jumpa balik dengan peminat-peminat lama Aina yang minat Aina daripada Mentor Legend. They started this whole iNations thing. Yeah, so it was like a really small group at first, tapi diorang macam kickstart the group for me, and once they know that Aina dah kembali ke industry, they said like, oh, okay, we're gonna help you promote the song. So they helped me.
That's so sweet. And then Sumpah, I think, is a big deal. This is a big song, and your performance at AJL, that was a big performance. I remember watching it and I was like, I think everyone watched it and they were like, because it was something so out of the box. Yeah, I tak pernah ada orang buat. What, like, okay, after you've had so much like resistance with the macam promotion dan marketing semua ni, bila you dah macam tengah bersiap untuk AJL, what was the idea for you at the time?
Okay, so Aina kan dah rasa macam nak give up kan dengan
Yeah.
sumpah ni kan. So bila Aina dapat peluang untuk compete in semi-final first,
Yeah.
I remember my song was the last song yang diorang umumkan. Oh, that feeling, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
know?
like, oh no, you really got to go from like here to like, you know?
Yeah. So bila Aina dapat peluang perform dekat semi-final tu, and then bila dapat ke final tu, that's when I'm like, look, I rasa macam we're not, kita tak diberi peluang banyak kali dalam hidup. Yeah, and I believe that. So I feel like Aina dah dapat banyak peluang, tapi peluang tu tak go through kan. So this time macam the universe is giving me another chance through AJL. So my main mission masuk AJL time tu is not to win anything. It's to just be diingati for forever. That's my main goal.
Oh, she did that. You did that. You really did that.
I need to.
Yeah.
Because kalau I rasa kalau I tak macam really gila-gila kan, macam kalau I tak bersungguh-sungguh that time, I don't think I will get a second chance. It's not easy to enter AJL and you know, susah.
I thought it was iconic, by the way. I'm a huge fan. I watched the video. I was like, can I say it on the show? Badass. I thought that was so cool. I thought you were brave. I thought you were like, and then I saw the macam controversy that was surrounding that performance. But entahlah, macam dalam ramai-ramai orang yang mungkin tak dapat tangkap maksud di sebalik performance tu. At least for me, I was like, she's brave. And this is, art needs to shake things up sometimes. How did you deal with that though?
First of all, performance tu memang fun gila to do.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fun because I'm basically like wet on stage.
Yeah. And it just like came out and I was like, ooh, wow. Visually pun dia sangat macam
It's very
impactful.
It's very important for me, that performance. Sebab I like the feeling of rasa raw and like, how to say it? Vulnerable on stage. Because kita selalu penyanyi, we are designed to, you know, we have to look macam elegant or you know, poised and like macam, you know, teratur. But for me, I like the feeling of like macam messiness, of like, you know, like I suka rasa macam basah or.
Tapi masalahnya you still nampak sangat teratur tau dalam performance tu. Yeah, I tak rasa dia nampak messy. Dia just nampak macam, I mean obviously it's a very like dramatic performance, which is the design of it. Tapi I tak rasa dia nampak messy pun. You look like macam you're in control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
which
nice.
is impressive. Because I tak terfikir until you mentioned it. Like of course you akan rasa basah lah sebab there's like blood coming out.
Yeah.
And then the like stress of like, not only do you have to perform, but is it going to come out at the right time, the right spot, the everything macam, stress.
And actually it doesn't come out at the right time. Dia tak.
No.
It was actually slightly earlier.
Oh yeah. Was it like how do you, what's the mechanism tu macam mana?
Actually kita work dengan there's this special effects lady yang bekerja dalam perfilman like cerita hantu. So this person selalu buat macam, you know, special effects darah apa semua. So we contacted her, you know, and she's a big name actually. She's dia memang bekerja dalam, you know, filem-filem horror yang famous kat Malaysia. So and when
Kak Ella ke?
Oh yes.
Oh, I can see Kak Ella since I was a little girl.
Oh,
I love her. Yeah.
Okay, so like dia pun terkejut kenapa I nak contact dia, because like normally macam filem, you know, drama ke kan. Ni suddenly
tak
penyanyi.
pernah ada penyanyi yang contact Kak Ella. This is the first. She's like, okay.
Okay, what should I do? So I remember kalau I nak boleh cerita sikit behind the scene dia, kita orang sewa garage in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where is the garage, tapi jauh sangat nak pergi garage tu, because kita nak test the blood. So it has to be macam basah apa semua kan. So we sewa the garage and like I climb, kita stack all this like macam stool or not stool, like macam concrete yang kat construction tu, kita orang kumpul kan, make our own stage, you know.
Or just to like to get the vibe
to get the
correct
feeling
kan?
of like
Faham?
being dekat atas kan,
Yeah.
tinggi. So we stack it up sampai tinggi-tinggi, then my team angkat I naik atas. So fun, so cute. And kita test the blood, and then going into the rehearsal, another blood, and I rindu sangat sumpah punya moment. I rindu. I want to I nak recreate that performance one day.
Should, 100%.
One day I want to recreate that
Yeah.
performance. Yeah.
Because that was really iconic.
Yes, thank you. It's fun.
I think not just for your career, but also for like everybody at the time. Like this was like all of my friends were talking about it, and I was as well. I was like, yeah, what? We were all like kind of a little bit mind blown. Tapi itu apa yang I maksudkan bila cakap Aina seorang yang macam createkan your own opportunities. Bukan Aina yang createkan AJL. Obviously peluang tu kena ada lah.
Yeah.
Tapi dari segi macam mana kita menggunakan peluang ni, you know what I mean? Sama ada kita just jalankan, ataupun kita nampak benda ni and kita createkan satu opportunity daripada something yang ada, and kita jadikan dia macam 10 kali ganda lagi impactful daripada apa yang it could have been. You know, you did that. Yeah. Which is amazing. So after that, my next question is, you were still competing
Yes.
after that, which bila I macam tengah buat the preparation for this episode, I was a bit confused. Sebab I rasa macam that performance, that song, it was big enough on a level that sebenarnya kalau you tak nak compete dah selepas tu pun okay je. So why did you choose to continue? Was it because that fire for competition and that growth thing inside of you masih ada ke?
I think sebab I tak dapat lagi apa I nak. Or maybe I don't show enough yet. That's just the beginning. So I rasa macam, again, not to prove anything, bukan nak show off, nothing of that keinginan macam tu, no. But it's just for my personal kepuasan lah, kepuasan diri sendiri. And I'm someone who live for the art, like I cannot imagine myself not doing that. Yeah, it's so important for me right now kalau nak perform yang penting, pentas yang penting macam tu. First thing I would think about is the colour. Apa warna yang I nak I nak orang nampak. So it's already like macam, okay, not to do it because I nak menang something. Of course lah, kita masuk pertandingan, of course kita nak menang something. It's just that that's not my main motivation anymore. Now it's time for me to get to know, now it's the time for me to show another side of Aina Abdul. Orang cakap, Aina boleh nyanyi je, tak perlu pun pakai pelik-pelik or macam buat sembahan over kan. Boleh nyanyi je gitu. Tapi for me it's not as easy as it seems. This industry it's not like that at all. Like it's not. I wish it's that easy, but it's not. I wish people know that it's difficult. Like they think that's the way for especially for singers. But no, like we have to give more. You know, like you can sing, okay, what else? Okay, you can sing. Apa lagi? Apa keunikan you? Itu benda macam tu is drain for the mind. Tapi what to do? That's the business.
Is it because I guess for like penyanyi kan, like the goal, and even for actors lah, kita nak jadi unique bukan saja untuk generasi kita, tapi because you're creating art and music, you akan didengari like for many years to come. Is part of it also macam Aina cuba nak mewujudkan satu impact yang boleh kekal for a long time. Longer than even your generation. Because we should all try kan. This is our only opportunity. This is our one life. This is the only chance we got. Is that part of what it is as well?
Eventually, yes. At first, just a simple mission to be remembered, you know. Simple je mission tu. Tapi eventually, I finally get the calling of like, I'm creating what I think is my legacy. So Aina rasa macam I'm not going to be in this industry forever, you know. So whatever opportunities yang Aina masih diberi peluang sekarang ni, I have to make use of it. I have to be fun. I have to be challenging. I have to be Aina pun nampak benda ni macam entertainment for people. Every time they watch me, you know, walaupun macam Aina dikecam or whatsoever, tapi I feel like I entertain them, you know. In some ways,
it's 100%. it's something for people to look forward to. It's about, I think apa yang orang dah expect from you is the unexpected. They're like, sebenarnya kita nak tengok what is Aina going to be wearing, what is she going to be performing, what is the concept, what is the theme. Sebab dia, it's always different. And that's the entertainment factor. Because if you come out every year and you do the same thing over and over again, then where's the oh, I nak tengok lah tahun ni macam mana, you know, like, and that's part of the entertainment value.
Yeah. And Aina pun selalu, I always put myself as the apa ni macam nak cakap, outside person macam
the audience's perspective.
Yeah. Aina selalu buat kajian macam tu sendiri within myself. So like if I were to watch myself, apa yang I nak tengok, macam tu. So Aina akan berfikir, itu homework Aina buat sendirilah. Whenever I do my own homework, itu homework yang Aina akan fikir. I will think like them. I try to be them. Macam mana nak menjadi, apa kalau I netizen, apa yang I akan fikir.
Yeah.
Even kalau macam kita come up with performance ke apa ke kan, macam konsep apa semua, kita kena fikir juga what would they think of this performance. Kita kena cover all areas. Macam, is this controversial in terms of benda yang kita tak nak sentuh lah, benda-benda yang macam, you know, yang controversial, yang melibatkan politics and like beliefs and religions, benda macam tu yang Aina tak nak masuk campur. But sometimes ada je yang Aina macam terlepas pandang, and when the fans, this is when the fans helped me. Diorang macam nasihatkan Aina, I think this look is like macam lari sikit dengan your concept, your modest concept. Okay, itu Aina macam appreciate. So other times memang Aina akan macam, kita akan study balik and kita akan fikir balik performance ni, are they going to talk about this or this? Are they going to see it this way or this way? Dua-dua tu Aina akan fikir.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That is so much work actually.
Kena fikir macam diorang kan.
Yeah.
Sometimes, tapi mostly tak tepat pun. Apa yang
tapi the effort kena ada lah.
Yeah. Apa yang I thought they would talk about, they don't talk about it.
You know? Instead they're talking about other things.
Yes, like macam darah tu lah.
Did you not think people, did you anggap benda tu as something yang, oh, confirm ni akan jadi controversial?
Aina ingat orang akan rasa performance tu macam very expressive, very, you know, macam 3D punya emotions, like, because Aina symbolize
it's like
the
a visualization of the feeling lah kan.
So I would say that mungkin orang akan ingat performance tu as something that is beautiful, or I tak sangka orang akan ingat I suicide. Yeah. Itu yang Aina macam, oh, okay, maybe I tak fikir sejauh tu.
Yeah, faham. Dia art kan, kadang-kadang interpretation boleh jadi macam-macam juga.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, you also did Semalam at AJL. You did Sepi at AJL. And what I noticed is that, like, you pernah cakap pasal vulnerability, right, a couple of minutes ago. And I think that every single time you berada dekat atas pentas tu, the thing about your performance is they are always vulnerable. Do you think itu adalah macam one of the most important things as like an artist?
Very important. So important. I think that's what makes an artist, or tak kisahlah, local ke, luar negara ke, being vulnerable is a gift. It's really a gift. Kalau dalam performance, as a singer, being vulnerable means you are being honest. Tapi kalau in a daily life, if you are being vulnerable, you are actually helping yourself to go through certain things, you know, and us humans, we are too, the life has construct us in a way that we have to achieve this goal in this age, or like this, we have this 5 years plan, or kan kena achieve within. So benda macam tu, one, it's tiring, of course. So dengan ada vulnerability ni, give space for you. And for me as a singer and my performance, Aina selalu cherish that side of me. I would never not loving that moment. It's so important. Kalau by the time Aina tak rasa lagi benda tu, that will be a worry. Kalau I don't feel vulnerable lagi, I kan macam, okay, what's going on? Am I too happy?
That was my next question lah sebenarnya. Sebab I remember like during the like club days or whatever when you were performing, and you said you had peace. But sometimes when you become like an incredibly mainstream artist, you kind of have to, in order to achieve that vulnerability, dia sejenis kontra. Some of the peace got to go. Is that a trade-off that you've had to make?
Yes. And that's why macam bila dah masuk industri ni, I realized that I'm not in contact with some of my old friends, you know. Banyak yang Aina dah, not to say Aina lupakan diorang ke apa, but things happen, and like you kind of move on with the next life, next phase of life. So, but I'm always the person that is like, I'm okay with meeting these people. I'm not scared of my past lah, thankfully. So yeah, yeah.
It happened, I guess. Yeah, through the different chapters of our life, and kita, we are growing, we're changing for the better always, hopefully.
Yeah.
So the next thing I want to talk about is Terus Hidup. Juara of ATHQ for the first time. Obviously, that was an incredible performance, and you were just beautiful on that stage, and you have been every single time. But what I would like to ask is like the behind the scenes of it. After apa yang Aina rasa macam you really worked so hard for so many years in your life. Was this the moment yang Aina rasa macam, okay, I've done it? How did you feel?
Obviously that night is a blessing lah, because like tiba-tiba you are like, Aina diberi penghargaan macam tu, like it changes everything. Macam like overnight, it's like it's a success lah, and I remember feeling so happy, but also very scared, because Aina ada satu mindset, when I am macam diberikan satu penghargaan or satu kemenangan, means that I will be tested. This is a test moment for me. This is going to be something will happen to me. Yeah, I selalu rasa macam tu. And yes, something did happen to me after menang Terus Hidup tu, you know, like in my personal life and my work life, like things happen. So yang bestnya adalah, you feel appreciated by the system of AJL, the judge, and then the good thing also about it is getting more listeners. Ya, itu benda pasal AJL yang Aina sayang. Sebab normally after AJL is done, my streaming goes so high, and that's good for a songwriter for me, kan?
Yeah.
So that's if we talk business, that's the benefit. Dia bagi kita high streaming, and that's good. That's like a silent income for us. So itu yang benda baik lah. But for the success all in all, tapi Aina rasa macam I did feel like it's enough at one point. Sekejap je Aina rasa macam tu. Then Aina rasa macam Aina dah macam hunger. How to say? Macam kita
like, I have to go back. Okay,
yeah.
It's time for me to I dah rehat macam dalam 2 hari. Sekarang I kena kerja balik. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're enjoying the win, and I can just like imagine it from this one conversation. I boleh rasa macam you punya enjoy tu is like dalam mungkin 48 hours.
Yeah.
And kita macam okay, next, let's go. Yeah.
Okay, it's done.
She's
now
hardworking, which is amazing though. It's actually a really, really, really good thing. Really good thing. Because this is how you drive the industry forward. Kalau you dah sampai dekat satu tahap and you rasa macam this is the best that you can achieve, then who's gonna set the new level and inspire other people and like keep making it grow? Cannot.
And funny is lagi Aina buat lagi Aina tak boleh stop. Yeah, it's so addictive. Like this whole process kan, dia so addictive in a good way. Because kita mungkin, and also the blessing is also because kita dah jumpa the right people, the right team pun penting juga. Cari orang yang betul, to find the identity for you, nak keluarkan seni you, penting juga. So I dah rasa seronok sebab I jumpa team yang best, yang boleh layan apa I nak, and they enhance it better.
Yeah.
So fun lah. It's like annual event.
Yeah, faham? But you found like such a good rhythm. Dia dah jadi macam you should keep doing it. Because untuk like the amount of work yang untuk cari rhythm tu, lepas you dah jumpa you nak jadi selesa and then you nak stop, janganlah. Susah nak cipta infrastructure tu kan for yourself. So okay, your album. We gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
This is a bit, bukan nak cakap it's a bit out of the box, tapi it is a bit lah. Sebab I rasa macam zaman sekarang kita dah masuk zaman digital, zaman streaming, zaman singles. So untuk seorang artis untuk keluarkan album tu, like why did you choose to in a time where sebenarnya singles pun macam every 3 months boleh startkan a new media cycle kan?
Maybe at that time Aina rasa macam I'm not really telling my stories frequently. Yeah, and to me writing an album is so like it's a trip. It's a long mental trip. Especially if you're writing by yourself.
Itulah.
Which is my case, yes. Ini pun fun juga sebab this is my first album kan. So I've never written an album, so I don't know how it feels. Tapi kita memang sentiasa inspired by artists who had an album, and especially singers yang memang Aina will listen to their albums like a lot of times. Contoh macam I like country music. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like
not like twang, like really country, like like slightly more forward country, like for example like 𝙀𝙎𝙄𝙎 Musgraves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking of that dude who's the judge on The Voice?
Blake?
Yes. I'm like country music, that's the person I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah. So bila Aina macam cause kita kan, okay, back when I was studying in college, kita study music yang macam, you know, we called it like intellectual music tau. Sebab dia macam music yang kita kena belajar. Like, you cannot really...
It's like belajar English literature.
Yeah, music yang susah.
Yeah.
So, kita akan belajar dia punya album and the stories behind it, the compositions. So, benda tu macam menjadi satu aim untuk Aina that one day I have to have an album. That would make me feel like satisfied. Or not satisfied. Akan buat Aina rasa kukuh as a singer. Like, I have an album.
Yeah.
You know. Itu macam Aina punya my proud moment lah.
Yeah.
To complete an album. So 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 is the given name for the album. I tak sabar lah. I tak sabar nak tulis lagi album lain ke apa. Actually, I am writing few songs, you know, because after kita habis dengan 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 album kan, Aina tak tulis any songs for two months.
Tapi tu macam make sense. You wrote like a lot of songs for an album. You can take a break. I have a question actually. Semua lagu tu you tulis macam dalam macam tempo like a week ke? Macam a few of them are like lagu-lagu daripada sebelum ni yang mungkin Aina pernah simpan ke? Or was it all just like, let me get this album, I'm gonna write everything, let's go?
Actually, 2 songs, 2 lagu dalam album tu adalah lagu lama. One song, the oldest song dalam album 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 is called Lost. It's the only English song in the album. Why Aina letak lagu tu dalam album 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 is because Lost is written during my gig days. Time tu, and it's the most simple song in the album. It's literally my voice and my and piano. So it's naked. It's totally that's like kalau nak cakap raw, itu paling raw lah. Tak ada, you know, tak ada fancy instruments inside. So kenapa Aina letak dalam album ni is because Aina nak bagi different colour to the audience that, you know, I can also be sad and quiet. Like, I don't have to be sad and loud the whole time.
Yeah.
I can also be sad and quiet. So that's why Aina letak Lost dalam album 𝙀𝙀𝙖. And another song is Satu Rasa. Satu Rasa is it's also an old song yang Aina tulis a few years back. So yeah, best lah buat album ni. Dia macam you're creating your own thing, ya. Dia tak ada rules. Tak ada rules, and like you can construct your own cover art, and then that's the most fun part. Nak fikir konsep, the visuals, the sound, picking producers.
Yeah.
Tapi dia penat lah. Penat in a way like, penatnya jadi sedih je hari-hari.
Tapi dia sejenis penat yang sangat berbaloi lah. Because now you have this like bookmark of you as an artist sekarang. And also like your first ever album, I can imagine must be like such an iconic. It's like for an actor, it's like your first ever film. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. Kind of. Okay. So, right. My next question is actually about Jangan Mati Rasa Itu, which is obviously the most recent AJL punya victory for you. Again, vocal terbaik for the 3rd time. She just keeps doing it. It's awesome to watch, actually. But I wanted to ask you directly, sebab I ada baca pasal the Tree of Life concept, I think, that went into it. But what was, from you directly, like what was the thought process behind like the performance aspect of it and the theme for this year?
Okay, macam Aina selalu dapat inspiration when I'm travelling. Even for last Terus Hidup, the concept for the performance is because I spend so much time dalam kapal terbang.
I knew it. Because I was like, she looks like the sky.
Oh, yes.
Or she looks like an angel. Actually, the opening shot, it looked like you were in the clouds.
Yeah.
That was my first like, see, I got it.
So, kali kedua, Jangan Mati Rasa Itu, Aina dapat inspiration tu because I keep feeling like Aina nak rasa, I want to feel the roots. As in not like literally the roots, tapi nak rasa macam
grounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this song was written after I menang Terus Hidup, and that was the time yang Aina cakap few things were like I kind of have like some problems with my personal life, with my career. I lost some people in my life, you know. So that song was written sewaktu itu. So at that time, Aina nak rasa like I just want to be sad.
Yeah.
I just want to entertain that feeling. Macam memang rasa macam miserable sangat. Like orang macam kat luar cakap pasal, oh you menang, congrats apa. Tapi deep down, it's like so empty. So empty because you were supposed to celebrate this success with the important people in your life and they're gone. So rasa tu macam
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like it's almost there, but like
So that's why I wrote Jangan Mati Rasa Itu, because I'm actually telling myself and to this whole persona of the song, I'm telling it to don't let the feelings go away, or you know, like just take a break but still have that feelings. Yeah. So persembahan tu, why Aina pilih Aka is because I was in Korea for 10 days, and that time musim autumn. Yeah, and I saw the season for the first time in my life. Aina tak pernah experience any autumn season in my life. So I witnessed it, and even though orang selalu ingat macam autumn season tu romantic season kan, but for some reason I feel sad when I see the season. I feel like Aina rasa macam autumn season tu bagi Aina rasa like courage and independent, and the emotion yang Aina rasa time tu rasa I'm hoping for something, like hope. There's hope. That's how I see autumn season. There's hope in it. Like Aina tengok daun-daun tu jatuh, you know, like try to get the ideas behind this Jangan Mati Rasa Itu, because that time memang kita tengah push Jangan Mati Rasa Itu. Kita tak tahu pun lagu tu akan masuk ATHQ ke tak, tapi kita macam what if kita masuk? Then I have to be prepared. But I was silent. I mean not to say silent, tapi macam Aina tak bagi tahu tema ni to my team until like 2 months before ATHQ. Baru Aina cakap. Because I want to sit with it and like sleep with it. You know,
make
like,
sure it's right.
Make sure it's right. Betul ke apa aku rasa ni? You know, is this just me trying to be different, or like, yeah. Because I was contemplating nak buat winter or nak buat autumn. Because winter also fits with the song. Dia ada rasa sejuk, but also sad, sedih. But I tak nak orang confused. Nanti kan orang kata the colour palette will be the same as Terus Hidup Warna Putih.
Yeah.
So you see like so many things is in...
This is a lot of thought process.
Yeah, a lot. Like, kan nanti warna putih sama kan orang kata, oh Aina tak ada idea.
So yang musim-musim yang belum dibuat lagi is spring.
Spring.
And also summer.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we
Summer
did
tu tak
like
payahlah,
Terus
kita dah
Hidup tu
rasa
is not
hari-hari.
really Terus Hidup is not really winter though. Actually I rasa macam kuota winter tu masih ada lagi. Sebab that was more like you know
dia macam
clouds.
awan,
Itu lain lah tu. Kan?
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting actually the work that goes into it, sebab dia lagi lengkap dan lagi macam mendalam daripada apa yang orang sangka maybe. Yeah.
So I hope benda tu sampai lah ke audience, because to me Jangan Mati Rasa Itu punya ATHQ performance is one of the most proudest moment for me sebagai seorang anak seni, sebab Aina rasa I got everything that I want dekat pentas-pentas tu. Melinda did an amazing job with the dress. Melinda Lui, like she's crazy, you know, and Abu is the stylist, and we find the art director and stage manager and prop director and lighting director. Kita best lah, kita dapat cover all this you know, categories for Jangan Mati Rasa Itu.
Yeah.
So I hope people enjoyed that performance lah.
I thought it was fantastic. I watched it live and I was like, she's always going to come up with something. And I was in awe of how you do it, because the amount of like the frequency juga and the speed of macam mana you nak kena carikan ideas baru, bukan saja untuk ATHQ, tapi this is not your only performance. Every year you also have your concert. You also have other things that you're handling, also coming out with an album, and you still manage to macam cuba untuk expandkan kotak of apa yang orang expect daripada seorang penyanyi. Bukan saja penyanyi, tapi penulis lirik, komposer semua kan.
But
So
if I may add, I think doing so much things at that time also because I try to distract myself from the real problems I have in my life, you know. So benda tu sebenarnya I want to distract myself from feeling low. That's the only way that I could cope with the problems, you know. And I really hate feeling like losing something, and especially like losing someone that I love. Yang Aina, you know, whether that person is left because that person died or left, or you know, like and shifted, or like berpisah ke apa ke. That feeling is the one yang motivates me to do so much things.
When you put that feeling dalam sebuah lagu, does that help you release it? Because I don't know how it works lah, tapi I fikir macam if this song contoh is written during a time where you feel like you're losing somebody, is that feeling of loss not like dibawa balik setiap kali you perform?
Kita macam relive it, right?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like I let go. Yeah, I let go. Macam especially macam I actually start daripada Terus Hidup tu when I genuinely feel like I'm honest with myself. Yang sebelum-sebelum tu I masih rasa macam I want to prove something. Like I want to get validation from people. Tapi start from Terus Hidup tu, the mission is different dah. Like maybe I spend so much time to find the peace within myself. You know, macam mana nak how to love myself and everything. So from Terus Hidup and Jangan Mati Rasa itu, dua ni performance yang Aina rasa even though Aina macam mewujudkan balik rasa sedih tu, but I'm actually letting go. I'm letting go. For Terus Hidup is a tribute from my dad. So I let go that night. So that's how I create this habit of like smiling when I'm singing. Walaupun lagu tu sedih, but I will smile. Not because I don't understand the song. Of course I understand the song.
You wrote it. Takkanlah ada orang yang rasa macam ciptaan you were the...
It's funny when you said it.
But of course you understand. Who said that you don't understand, girl?
No, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem
Really?
because they said I smile too much. It's a problem.
Ayo, my gosh. Tak boleh lah memuaskan hati orang. I think, tak payah kot. You teruskan je lah, babe. Tak payah. Nanti kalau you tak senyum langsung, dia macam, oh, tak boleh sedih sangat ni. You takkan boleh betul lah, I rasa. Tak ada siapa yang boleh sentiasa betul. Macam-macam lah. Aduh.
So yeah, I mean so I create this habit of smiling when I'm singing because that's me at that point. Sebelum ni I rasa perasaan tu kan. So I entertain the feelings. But now when I'm singing it at the big stage macam ni, I'm telling a story dah. I'm not feeling that anymore. I'm just telling a story.
It's almost macam it's therapeutic kan?
Yeah.
How many times you get to let that emotion go until it's gone, you know?
Macam that night tu macam dah peak dah moment tu. Dah peak emotions is at its highest level already. So like just sing and yeah.
I have last question about AJL, and this one's a controversial one. It's about macam the economics of AJL. Dari segi macam Amy ada terbaca macam pasal for artists yang terlibat dalam AJL, the expense of your performance is 100% atas artis tu. And then kalau contoh tak menang, dia jadi sejenis, so it's almost like an an investment for the artist to take part in a competition, which is agak complicated sebenarnya.
Yeah.
So how does that work for you, I guess, in terms of like the expectation going into it, and then what happens after? Or is it something yang macam mungkin sebenarnya penyanyi anggap benda ni sebagai, this is like, tak kisahlah I menang ke tak, this is my platform to show really what I want to show in my performance, dari segi styling, baju, image, performance quality, lagu. How does that work? Because I think for me, I would just maybe get to a point where I'm intimidated and like macam, oh, takut, tak payah.
For me, it goes way back to those years when I'm feeling like, macam those nights when I have like long thinking of how to be in the mainstream, how to be in this industry. I banyak malam-malam yang, you know, sendu macam tu. You know, despite entertaining people in the club and everything, like
the quiet
hey,
nights.
yeah, I still have like, you know, like in between sets, set 1 dah habis, set 2, sebelum nak start set 2 tu duduk diam jap, you know, like loud music at the back, like hey, tapi you dekat corner and just like thinking. So those nights is also part of it, you know, like there's no turning back anymore for me. That's one. And also for AJL punya case, I love that stage. I've been watching people perform on that stage daripada kecil lagi. Pada zaman, I remember my first AJL yang Aina tengok adalah Datuk Seri Siti Nurhaliza dengan persembahan beliau yang diberi judul Jerat Percintaan. That was my first AJL. So, tu dah berapa lama dah kan dah. I think few years, a lot of years already. And setiap tahun Aina tengok. So the politics behind this AJL thing, I think as a singer, each singer we are free to take part of it or not take part of it, or just think of this AJL as a platform. For me, it is a platform, because before Sumpah, I was a nobody. Like, because of that night, people know me. So how can I hate such a prestige stage, you know? How can I complain about that stage, you know? Yes, we have, kita ada our own investment on it. And that is also a choice. It's your choice. You can go and not spend anything and sing. Or you can spend less and still sing. So it's, in the end, I don't think it's anybody's position to blame anything. Bagi Aina, it's a choice. For me, I love to spend for this. Because benda ni bukan berlaku setiap bulan. Dia setahun sekali saja, and all the months yang Aina dah kerja keras tu, this is where I'm gonna spend that money.
Faham?
You know? All the shows and everything, this is the time for me to spend it, at least, you know. Spend on album ke, performance, you know. So for me, kalau you tanya I enjoyed the stage, and to me, like I said, every time after finish a performance, my streaming is high, so I'm not gonna complain about that.
And also, I think, like, Billy, you tengok balik, right, at all of your performances on that stage, each one is so impactful that it's like, I think it would be a nice thing to have. You know, like one day in the future, you can look back at like this, like every year, it's like a snapshot of where you are as an artist on a huge stage. That's special. Very special.
I always macam ambitious, and like I selalu ada impian yang I would recreate all the performance I have in a different spectrum, like not with the actual clothes and everything, tapi adalah cara yang Aina nak recreate the feelings, you know. Tapi in order to do that, I have to have banyak lagi karya, banyak lagi performance. Because to me
you're
now,
just a few years away. Yeah, it's just a few years away. This is already like, I don't know, back to back, so many wins for you. Can you imagine if you did like a concert and it's just like reliving all of these moments, but like a redo of everything? That would be quite iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, best. Okay,
Yeah.
kita akan nantikan. Behind the scenes, I'll be reminding you, like, sis, is this the year? Speaking about concerts, I do have a segment on that. But before we get into that, I rasa macam I akan dikecam kalau I tak tanya pasal image and also pasal fashion yang is also out of the box lah, cerita dia. So we've seen some looks from you, some big looks. We've seen like that suit that needed a transparent lorry to transport. Kita pernah nampak dekat KL Fashion Week dengan berhati the black. That was, I don't even know what to call it. I was like, it's like a satin ruched like thing. There was like so many more, but I think macam apa yang orang start to expect from you sekarang is like even fashion that it's larger than life, right? But obviously, I'm sure there's an idea behind this. It started, and I think mungkin pada permulaannya orang nampak macam this is very different, and when things are different, mungkin orang akan rasa benda tu pelik. Tapi sekarang I rasa dia dah jadi sebahagian of your like image as an artist, which is, it's crazy how that like how people macam dorang tukar, and then sekarang it's like where's Aina, what's she gonna wear, right? How did this thing come to be? How did you build the confidence to step out and like do like these really, really, really crazy outfits?
How to say? Okay, kalau berpakaian pelik dan menyanyi, okay, itu easier for me because I'm singing kan. So singing is supposed to be macam easy thing for me because it's fun. Bukan senang nanti orang kata belagak pula. Don't get me wrong. Tapi maksud Aina adalah doing that both at the same time is dia macam, it's just a form of art lah. Music and fashion combined together.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau macam appearance and pakai pelik tu, oh that's so hard. Tapi susah-susah pun benda tu is an escape for me. Escape. It's like I can be anybody.
Faham?
For example, yang look yang baju hitam tu, it was a piece from 𝘾𝙍𝙀, Bahati. I remember when I first dapat sketch tu daripada Kel, I'm like, how am I going to wear this in a mall pavilion?
Yeah, itulah. I can imagine like, I mean, I was not there on that day lah, tapi I will imagine the amount of looks you must have gotten. Oh my god.
Actually, I hampir pengsan tau. I almost.
Sebab dia berat, dia
stuffy kan.
Oh my gosh.
The only part of yourself yang nampak is your face.
Yeah.
Everything else is hidden.
How is she walking? I don't understand the logistics of this baju though. Oh my gosh. Berat ke?
Berat. And also dia like layers of fabrics kan, drip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dia, I remember habis je event tu, I masuk kereta I macam ni.
She's like, I dah tahan nafas I dah sepanjang duduk kat tengah pavilion ni.
It was a really quick appearance for me. I remember Aina tak stay pun.
Oh yeah.
I took like pictures with like few people yang I macam rapat je tau. I'm like, I feel so bad because some people actually waited for me and like because they wanted a picture with
of
me
course.
kan, tapi I macam tak layan hari tu. I'm so sorry.
Tak faham sangat because it looked like that was a commitment to the art. Yeah.
And also because I started to feel like all eyes on me in a bad way.
No, I think honestly, pada permulaan ni mungkin orang akan nampak benda tu as like a what's going on? Like this is strange. Tapi lepas Aina dah buat beberapa kali, it's really become the brand now. I feel like you can't stop sekarang. Masalahnya you kena fikir benda yang lagi besar dan lagi out of the box. So she's like, good luck lah Cik Yuan. I tak tahu lah macam mana korang nak buat. The one in the lorry, babe, I was like, what on earth is that? Like, that is a suit, but the suit is so big, and I'm looking for Aina. That's here.
Oh my god, the amount of messages and calls Aina dapat after that night from my mom.
Did she know?
This dah jadi macam spam tau.
Oh, really?
It's just complaining about it.
Completely.
The whole night. Oh my god, it was crazy. Actually itu adalah antara look yang susah juga untuk Aina carry. I mean, before kita nak siapkan baju tu, Aina ada meeting dengan Kel. It was so funny because we were like, kita nak buat orang terkejut je sekarang ni. We are actually having fun with ourselves. And the idea lori tu sebenarnya Aina yang bagi idea tu. Sebab baju tu akan susah nak gerak dalam kereta,
Dia bukan susah. Fikir dia muat ke dalam kereta-kereta
Tak
apa
muat.
yang Aina bawa? No, it's gotta be a lorry. Sebab bila I tengok the lorry tu dah lah besar. Lepas tu benda tu transparent, so kita boleh gauge the size tau. Lorry tu penuh, babe. It was like the whole rectangle of the lorry is the suit. So I'm like, ni memang lambat lagi lah dalam kereta cerita dia.
So, kenapa kita pilih lorry transparent is because why not?
It's a statement. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
why not? And it's also like kena berani lah nak
Kena
duduk
berani
dalam
lah.
lorry tu.
Ha-ha.
And like dah lah driver tu pusing-pusing KL. So time tu I'm like, just go straight to IB. Just go straight. Don't take another road, like please.
Yalah. Lepas tu kalau sangkut dalam jam, can you imagine? But iconic.
Oh,
Iconic.
God.
Tapi I know that like sometimes macam, especially the red lorry, yellow lorry outfit. Kan, like that one especially got a lot of like comments from people because mungkin diorang, do you think it's because diorang tak faham? And also, how did you deal with the comments of like, oh, like blocking people's view ke apa ke,
Ada orang yang macam I tried to explain, like Aina masuk acara tu pakai, tapi Aina tak duduk pakai baju tu. Orang ingat Aina turun bawah pun pakai baju tu.
Oh, faham.
Actually no.
Yeah.
It's not. Obviously we change after that. So we are, again, I'm really, macam mana kita cakap, I have fun lah. I have fun with what I'm wearing, kan? And ada yang faham akan faham. Ada yang tak faham, it's okay.
No need to take it too seriously kan. Yeah.
Tak apa, tak faham, tak apa.
Faham. Otherwise life gets a bit boring. And I think that's one thing about you. You are definitely not boring at all. Like,
Really?
Very exciting artist, I think. Okay, so let's talk about concerts. I heard, sebab you've had so many successful ones. They've all a night with Aina. And then I think recently you said lepas 3.0 that you are very excited to get back to it. Which I'm very excited for you too. Tapi what's the planning sekarang? Do you have like a next concert on the horizon? How is that going to go? Especially because I heard that you're going to be macam tukar nama, tukar the plan, tukar the concept.
Yeah.
Because of something yang happened di sebalik tabir.
Yes, actually memang I decided to stop that. Tapi tak berani lah nak cakap stop because in the future kita never know kan. Tapi I nak, for the time being, Aina tak nak go with a night with Aina Abdul anymore. Because I went through so much with this branding for 3 years. And not everything is happy moments. Of course, there's a lot of banyak learning process dalam benda ni. Banyak learning process daripada yang happy. So, I tak nak jiwa I mati. Wow.
No, faham?
I tak nak benda tu. I tak nak passion I mati. Just because of how things are sometimes mismanaged. Or things is macam benda yang Aina tak faham, benda yang Aina tak tahu. And again, I'm also not blaming anybody. I think everyone, siapa je yang masuk dalam hidup you, mesti akan bagi you satu lesson, you know, 1 or 2 lesson kan. It's never really a macam benda yang you should be feeling macam lost ke apa. It's always a lesson. So that's how I feel with A Night with Aina Abdul. It's just that disebabkan Aina tak nak passion Aina fade away and mati. So that's why I said to myself and to my team, I'm gonna stop this A Night with Aina Abdul and I'm gonna come out with new things. There will be more concerts, definitely. Sebab itu adalah another playground for me. Being in a concert is a playground for me. Sebab itu adalah the moment yang Aina boleh rasa complete.
Yeah.
Kan? And having all your fans supporting you. So, concert akan ada, cuma different name lah. Because I learned so much already. I'm not fully equipped yet. Banyak benda lagi nak belajar, you know. So many things to learn. I thought kena nyanyi je kan, tapi no.
Rupanya the business di sebalik tabir macam lagi susah daripada nyanyi.
Yeah, lagi complicated and for me, I dah tahu apa I nak. Sebelum ni I ikut-ikut. Sekarang ni I tahu apa I nak. And I know it's okay to take time. Yeah. It's okay to take time for something bigger to happen. Yeah, it's okay. Ramai yang tanya, bila next concert? Belum ni umum lagi. Honestly, I tak akan cakap apa-apa pun. I akan cakap when the time is right, when the right time datang nanti, you guys mesti akan tahu. My fans will be the first person yang I akan bagi tahu benda ni. So just wait for it. I'm planning something. Yeah.
Everything in perfect timing. What's next for you other than that? I know we've got Hati Ini Telah Dilukai 2.0. Your first time singing somebody else's writing. How was that?
It's crazy sebab first of all, it's Ajai. And we all know how Ajai is. And catalog Abang Ajai is like all the hits yang korang pernah dengar dekat Malaysia ni, or maybe outside, mesti akan terselit nama komposer Ajai ni.
Yeah. It's almost like a secret weapon to the hits, right?
Yeah. And bila Aina dapat call from Abang Ajai to buat this 2.0 version, I was so happy because Abang Ajai pun dia nak, you know, dia suka experiment with his own music. Dia create new arrangement for it, and I suka benda tu. I nampak passion seorang Ajai tu, and recording with him, he is so perfectionist. I thought I wouldn't meet anybody more perfectionist than me, but apparently Abang Ajai is like, oh my god, it was so long. Aina nak habiskan recording lagu ni is so the longest time ever. Because nak dapatkan rasa tu.
Yeah, to get it like perfect.
Yeah, and it's also a song yang dah famous. So it's pressure lah. Nak you know, how to, not to say surpass that level. I think the old version yang with Krisdayanti tu dah, it's at its own level yang tak boleh disentuh. Tetapi at least I want to try to, like, you know,
add value to it, like in a new way.
Yeah.
True. What else is coming for you this year? I know we like baru je habis AJL. Is like I think you need to. I don't think you're doing it. Tapi I rasa macam kalau you ambil macam like some time off pun just to chill for a bit pun okay je. Tapi I'm sure you've got many more things lined up. So anything that you can share with us at least for now?
I am writing more songs. Menulis banyak lagu. This period of time, I just want to get back into the writing punya mood. Because I've been away from it for a while. And AJL punya proses hari tu has taken a lot of my brain space. So now that is over, I can finally return to my you know, moments, my happy moments, which is songwriting. And then Aina pun tak sabar, you know, to do more plannings in the future that involves going out of Malaysia. I'm really trying my best to nak broaden the horizon for me. And not to say that staying in Malaysia not good, tapi I will always do what I love in Malaysia, but I also want to do more stuff in the future. Nak dapatkan lagi ramai listener. So that's what I'm trying hard for now. Macam mana nak luaskan career Aina di luar. And I want to work with international composers, macam nak mix up ideas. I've been writing alone for a while, so I feel like boleh je, tapi I nak try new things.
Try something new.
Yeah. Try new things and maybe write more English songs, because Aina ada fans yang memang follow my English tracks since when I first came up with Shadow and Reminiscing. So itu pun something Aina nak accomplish juga. I want to have an English album. Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And I think like honestly international tu macam, I know it's easier said than done, and I cannot imagine the amount of work that it takes to be able to do that. Tapi macam Amy ada cakap dekat Aina kan, some of my favorite videos to watch of you are people reacting to like your performances. And dia selalu ni orang yang dari macam, I'm not sure which country these people come from most of the time, tapi the reactions are so entertaining.
Really?
Macam diorang tak pernah nampak. Have you watched them?
Tak. No.
You have to. You have to.
I takut.
Tak. There's like, no, honestly, I can vouch for this because I'm pretty sure I've watched them all. Tapi there's not a single like, you need to watch, because if anything, this is going to make you feel like so warm on the insides about the reactions. Are like, okay, let me play. I'm going to be reacting to, because it's like a trend now for people to react to it. I'm going to be reacting to this AJL performance from this Malaysian singer called Aina Abdul, and then they play it, and then they pause and they go like, okay, that was a strong opening. The voice is there, and then they're giving like their comments, and then makin lama you boleh nampak makin kurang diorang punya macam feedback sebab they're just watching like, sorry guys, I akan komen kejap lagi. Jom kita tengok sampai habis. It's so funny to watch. You have to watch it. I can send you links of like the ones yang macam really berbaloi untuk tengok, because they're entertaining, girl. Entertaining. Best.
Okay, send me over.
I'll send you some links. Okay. So all the best for that, because I think it's actually sebenarnya sangat possible, and it's just a matter of time. So sebelum kita habiskan, oh no, there's one more thing that I did want to ask you about. Sorry. You're opening for 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 I Am Here.
Oh, yes.
In June this year. You must be really excited for that, huh?
Yeah, that will be, orang kata, macam mana cakap, surreal lah for me, because 𝙀𝙀𝙀 is also that one singer that I look up to a lot. Like, siapa yang kenal Aina tahu yang Aina suka 𝙀𝙀𝙀. Like, I will listen to her. I feel like she's my sister, like, sometimes. Because of the way dia bawa diri dia dalam industri and everything. So, I can't wait untuk perform, and I don't know if I would be, like, get the chance, like, berada dengan dia depan-depan macam ni. I don't think so, because there will be, like, so many bodyguards and everything, even though in the same show, but still, like, boleh tak bertembung kan, because like,
tapi confirm you guys akan ada dekat the same place at the same time lah.
Yeah,
confirm lah.
Itu confirm.
Yeah.
Tapi whatever happens, I'm gonna support her, and I feel like that night I have to do my best to make her feel welcome in Malaysia, because that will be her first concert in Malaysia, and I pun antara aliens yang suka, yang nak, I want to do this moment properly lah. That's how I'm gonna say
justice.
it. Yeah, like I tak nak macam, I'm not, because everyone is like giving me advice nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, how should I do things for her concert and everything. So what I can say is I will try my best. Doakan Aina sihat and tenang nak buat performance, nyanyi, and let's enjoy her concert lah. That's all.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome, I think.
Yeah, can't wait.
I'm excited for you. Okay, we're almost at the end of our show today. But we do have a rapid fire. So are you ready?
Ready.
We did not brief at all. And these are all very, very panas-panas punya questions. Your most favorite extravagant baju yang Aina pernah pakai? Kalau kena pilih satu.
Oh. The red blazer.
That was a very iconic moment. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's hard to choose bila macam semua yang best-best kan. Okay, memory raya paling best.
Raya dekat Mersing. Because Mersing is like an island kan. So dia macam best lah. Healing. Yeah.
Okay. Kalau Aina boleh menyanyi dengan sesiapa je dalam dunia, who would it be?
Lara Fabian. Yeah, I love her. Guys, check her out.
Okay, I need to do some homework nampaknya. Kalau Aina free, Aina suka tengok cerita genre apa?
Thriller.
Oh, okay. Favorite kuih raya or juadah raya?
Ketupat palas. You know what was that?
No. Ketupat yang ketupat lah.
Betul
Yang-
kan? Ketupat palas kan?
Yang diamond shape ketupat lah.
Diamond.
There's a different type of ketupat.
Yeah. I think it's tastier.
Is the diamond one bila you sengitkan dia lah, dia jadi square lah tu. Oh, that's called a ketupat too?
Yeah, apparently.
I thought the
Yes.
ketupat was the diamond. Okay, tak apalah. Nanti kita discuss. Nanti kita belajar. Dream place to travel.
Italy.
Okay. And the final one. Do you have a favorite joke? Ada ke?
Ada.
Okay. Let's go.
Dalam banyak-banyak negara,
Aha.
negara apa yang gatal? Yang
Dia tak pernah dengar. Okay.
dalam banyak, let me rephrase it.
Okay.
Dalam banyak-banyak negara apa yang macam gatal and macam, how to say, macam gatal lah, like, you know, bukan garu gatal tau, macam mengorak-ngorak gatal macam tu.
Okay. Tak tahulah. Negara apa?
Senegal. You understand?
That was so good. Thank God you told me because I was never going to get that one, but that was really good. Okay, she got jokes. Okay. Damn. Okay, do you want to hear one from us?
Yeah.
Because we kind of stood by some riot team ones lah. But they same breed lah as your joke just now. Kuih apa yang tak pernah tidur?
Kuih apa yang tak pernah tidur? Kuih apa-apa je lah. Kuih apa yang tak pernah tidur? I don't know.
Kuih bangkit. Yelah. Macam mana saya minta maaf di hari Lebaran?
Macam mana saya minta maaf di hari Lebaran? Kneel down and
Sayur. Vegetable. Macam mana vegetables minta maaf?
Oh. Macam mana saya minta maaf?
Sayur, like vegetables. How do the vegetables say sorry? Say minta maaf.
By macam layu macam tu?
They say sawi.
Why? Why?
Because it's like sorry. Sawi. Teruk sangat. Mungkin kita kena close down this part of the show.
Sawi. Okay, that's smart. Who thought of that?
Sebab tu dia seorang-seorang yang bilang. Because it's her jokes.
Oh my god.
I think kita tutup dia dekat situ. Yeah. Tapi thank you so much sekali
Thank
lagi
you.
meluangkan masa with us.
Thank you.
Before we end, is there anything you'd like to say to your friends out there?
To iNations yang akan tonton video ni, I hope you enjoyed the conversations just now. I think this is one of the most fun interviews that I've done in a while.
Thank you.
I think because you're such a great,
Thank you.
like, seorang penemu ramah yang sangat, you know,
Thank you.
really understand your guests so well. And I hope everyone akan, get something out of this conversation in a good way. And also teruskan support music Aina. Yeah.
All the best. I cannot wait to see what you do next. You keep everybody guessing, and every single time you raise the bar, and that's like, it's not easy. I know it's a lot of pressure for you, but I think it's pressure that like you have proven again and again and again and again, even though there might be stress behind the scenes, like this has never been something that you can't do. So you just gotta keep it up, and I think everyone's just gonna be so impressed with what you have next as well. All the best, Aina. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
And untuk korang yang tengah menonton, macam Aina cakap tadi, we hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and ada banyak benda yang mungkin you guys belajar daripada episode ni, hopefully. In the meantime, we'll see you same time next week and same place also lah. Yelah, dalam studio Sembang. Okay, good night. Bye.
Bye.